So is it possible for you to insure your smartphone? Now, insurance is basically a way to mitigate your risk. And when it comes to a cell phone or a smartphone rather, there are some risks that you will face. For example, currently as we speak, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is retailing in Kenya at a price of 330,000 Kenya shillings. On the other hand, the Huawei Mate XT is retailing at a price well over 1 million Kenya shillings. Now, these are devices that have or face numerous risks, and you can actually insure yourself against these risks. To be specific, smartphones actually face 3 types of risks. There's what you call the risk of loss. So this usually happens when, for example, you are in a mall or you are in a restaurant and you actually left your phone and you didn't realize that it was actually missing until later. Maybe you tried to trace it and you could not do so. It's also very common to find, particularly in men, that you're maybe sitting somewhere and your phone drops from your pocket, and without realizing, you actually leave and you'll maybe notice it later. And upon trying to trace it, you can't. Yeah. So that is one of the risks that your smartphone will face, the risk of loss. There's also another risk. We call it the risk of theft. Yeah. So if you actually live in Nairobi, you know very well that you could perhaps be driving in town and your window is down, and then all of a sudden, these people actually snatch your phone in milliseconds. Yeah. They're very quick. There are lots of videos online about them. You can watch later. So it's actually very risky. And there's also another case where you might be robbed. Yeah. Perhaps your phone together with other possessions were actually stolen. Yeah. So that's the second risk that you can insure yourself against, the risk of theft. There's also another risk. We call it the risk of damage, that your phone might be damaged, right? And you find for some phones, particularly I was looking online and I found that the particular cost of replacing the Huawei Mate XT, because it has, I think, 3 screens that open up. So if your screen actually got cracked, the actual cost of replacing that screen would be more than 200,000 Kenyan shillings just to repair the screen. Yeah. So you can insure yourself for that. Yeah. So those are basically the 3 types of risks that you can insure your phone against. Yeah. Under the damage, you can also include maybe your phone dropping in water and maybe after dropping from your desk and getting cracked. Yeah. So you can use insurance to actually repair for the same. So you can insure your phone, yeah, against loss, against theft, and also against distraction. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be the expensive types of phones. We know that most people are not really using expensive phones, but nevertheless, they're very important to their work. If I was to use myself as an example, I really cannot do my job without my phone, my smartphone to be specific. So I really need to have a phone at all times. And therefore, even though my phone will maybe cost 20 or 20 something thousand, I really still need to have that phone with me at every point in time. Yeah. So you can also insure your phone. And there are very many providers in Kenya. You can simply look them up, and also an insurance agent. You can let me know if you're interested. I could perhaps introduce you to some of the best phone insurance providers, but they are available. You can check online and they're very affordable. What usually happens when you're claiming, when you have an issue with your phone, maybe it got lost or it got damaged, what usually happens is that you have to pay an excess. And you usually find that excess in smartphones is usually very high. You're talking of maybe 30 to 35%. What this means is if you had a phone, for example, and let's use 100,000 as an example. Yeah. So you had a phone and the value of that phone is 100,000 and it got lost or got damaged and it can't be repaired. So you need the phone to be replaced. You will need to come up with 35,000, and then your insurer will pay the rest. This is to incentivize you to take care of your property, so that the claims. Remember, there is a likelihood that there will be so many fraudulent claims coming from policies such as smartphones, so they have to take precautions on the same. But basically, you're buying a phone. It could be the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's advisable to probably get some insurance on that kind of phone. So there's a very big difference between warranty and also what you call insurance. So warranty will probably take care of your phone if it doesn't function as it should within the period of that warranty. It could be a year or maybe 2 years. But when you have an insurance on your phone, that means that if your phone got lost, got damaged, got stolen, you'll be able to replace that phone and continue. Maybe if it's for content, there are lots of people who use their phone for content. There are other people who use their phone to basically earn a living. That means that it will be much easier for you to replace your phone. So think of an insurance policy for your phone.